Join me today and I'll show you how to do a mid-season renovation. Right, we are here. Looking beautiful, lovely views. Just let you sort that in for a minute. A bit cooler now, it's getting up for 4 o'clock. It's a bit windier than I'd like because I wanted to spray again, but I'll have to do that Friday instead. But we can put some granular feed down today, that's okay. So it's looking good actually. Do you know I did the video a few weeks ago? I know the sun's hiding a lot of the sins, but you can see like a few of the patches over there. Just where maybe the feed's running out. I hope it's not the same problem we had last year. So what I'm going to do is today here, I'm not going to use the Allet vertical today. I want to do a bit more of a vigorous job today. I want to hit that reset button and just knock this back a little bit further than normal. So then for the rest of the year, August, September, October, it looks miles better than if we just did a little one and the grass was starting to get leggy and stuff. So we're going to really knock it back today, but going forward it'll be more beneficial. I mean, I think I mentioned it before, the problem with being a gardener and doing the lawns is that you live in a goldfish bowl and the customer wants the lawns looking great all the time, which you can, but when you get to the end of the year you then can't cut it as short as you did because it's just got too much length to it and you just can't knock it back. So we'll do that now, take the pain for a couple of weeks, and then like I say, for the rest of the year we're going to be having some better times and get rid of some of this, all these leaves that have dropped and rotted down, flowers and things, insects that have just died, bird poo, all that kind of stuff. Get that out, press that reset button, and I think mid-August we'll be back to, well, maybe not mid-August, I mean, that's, I forget how early we are in July actually, we're only at 20th, aren't we? I keep thinking it's later. But yeah, no, by beginning of August, let's say, this will be looking absolutely mint. And it was I believe, it was about the 3rd of August when, I don't know if you've ever seen it, but I'll put a photo up now. They had a birthday party for the father and he was 80, and I brushed 80 into the lawn, and I think that's the greenest this lawn's ever been at. Sorry about that, I just cut myself off, I pressed the button. Yeah, so that, I think that's the greenest the lawn's ever been, looking back at the photos. But there was more weed grass in at that point, so we had it green but more weeds, weed grasses. But this year's been, as you know, getting there, but without the annual meadow grass and all that kind of thing. So there's kind of the balance there of a bit of both. So I'm going to get my Alcor scarifier out today. Like I say, do a bit more rigorous job than with the Allet, and then we'll just cut it with the rotary and go over it with the cylinder and then give it a feed. Then Friday we'll spray the Stellar and Galactic, water it in over the weekend. Next week, hooker. Right, so we've just done a double pass. You can see what's come up. It's probably not the best time of day to do this video at all because I can't see the screen and I don't think you can see the lawn very well. So next year I'll not do it this time. But yeah, you can see how much has come on from that double pass. On the second pass, I actually lifted the height of the scarifier because it was just catching because of the camber that way. It was just digging in over there, so I just raised it up. But it still did a job for us. But we didn't do too much damage, especially over there where it's in the shade lot. That's going to rip up a bit easier because it doesn't get the sun as much. But I'm pleased, and I think once I've cut it with a rotary, you're going to see a really nice lawn there. We've got rid of all this, so it can breathe a little bit. And for me, you know, I don't like aeration. That is as good as an aeration for me. We've opened up some channels so the wind can blow through it. Perfect. I don't need to do any more than that. If you, like I say, if you want to get your fork out, spend the next 3 or 4 hours forking, knock yourself out. I don't want to do that. I want to go home and enjoy the sun sitting in it, not working in it, because I've had enough today. I'll be honest. This guy, this is an interesting one actually. Who has the right of way? When you're reversing out and you can't see who's coming, doesn't it wind you up when the person who's coming doesn't think, oh, there's a guy there reversing out, I know he can't see me, but I'll tell you what I'll do, I'll just carry on regardless and beat my horn at him and say, like, what are you doing? So I called him a tosser, because he should have stopped at very least and just said, no, come on mate, you come out, I know you can't see me, so I'll help you. But he didn't, and that's just riled me, and I'm venting my frustration out loud on YouTube. But it'd be interesting to see if you've had similar experiences with this, because it is something that's not really in the highway code, but it can cause, you know, crashes. But I always let somebody reversing out because they just can't see me. So why would I want to carry on, like, regardless? So let me know what you think in the comments, and we'll put the world to rights between us. So I'm going to go and get my mower. Oh, I feel better already, like a weight's been lifted off my mind, and I've got a new lease of energy. So I'm going to go and get my rotary mower, then my cylinder, feed it with a granular, and then that's it for today here. And then I've got to go to mow Britain's Best Lawn 2016. I'm just going to go over that with the rotary today. I really can't see me getting the cylinder out as well there. I've got so many machines in my van, swapping and changing that. On days like this, it just gets better of you and you get frustrated. And then I've got to go and water at Steve's, and the left hand side, it's just baking all the time, so it's not as far on as I'd like after a week. So that's getting me down now as well, because he's wondering where his lawn is, I'm wondering where his lawn is, and things just aren't moving quite as quickly there as well, and it's getting me frustrated. So I need to sort that side out, and I'll show you actually later when I get there what problems we're facing. So yeah, let's go and get the mowers out, and I'll stop waffling, and we'll get on with this job. Right, so I've just cut it with the hater and the aller. Looks a lot better, doesn't it? I can see it better up here through through the shade. But all the grass is now stood up on end. I've been able to cut it shorter, all groomed, all facing the same way, so it looks a lot better. I've got my feed there, weighed it out what I need, 3.5 kilos, and I'll do what I've been doing for you over the last few weeks, which is just multiple directions with a lower drop rate, and then we can get it absolutely spot on, because it's been showing good results there. I've not made any like errors with this technique that I've been using recently. It takes a bit longer because you've got to weigh it out and stuff, but in the long run it's better. And with some of these fertilizers, if you've got a bumpy lawn where the wheel stops as you hit something, it doesn't distribute the feed, and then but it's still dropping out of the hopper, and then on your next turn, when it does actually turn, it fires out double the amount, so you end up with like rainbows like all over your lawn. And it has happened at Britain's Best Lawn when I put that last lot of Rigby Taylor stuff on. So when I feed there next, I'll be certainly doing it both ways. Again, I'll be using this technique a lot, especially with the ICL products. I've noticed it does it, but it does do it with Rigby Taylor as well, but more so with the ICL stuff. So I've put a stop to that by doing it this way, and we get a more accurate result. So yeah, let's get on with that, and then we can get home earlier. Right, that's it from here. We'll see you next time. And don't forget to subscribe so you know when I upload a video and you can have a lawn like this.